Well, I decided that harboring sheep across a boring ocean of icebergs, not the most entertaining. But anyways, we are back here. I did dye 2 of them red, 2 of them are white at this point, and I've done a little bit of breeding, and I got some eggs as well. I farmed out some eggs to get some chickens. So we are getting better, right? We got some animals on our island. This is great. So far, so good. But that leads us into, you know, kind of what we were talking about before with our private beach over here. And I've thought of a couple of things that I potentially want to add to the beach. And one of them being a palm tree. I've never built one before, so maybe that'll be fun. Oh, I forgot to get the wood for that. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, I think that's a good amount. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to do, scaffolding. One quick fun fact. I've never, ever built any type of, you know, like palm trees or like umbrella things in Minecraft. So, no. Let's get our wool, and I think I'm going to go pretty standard. I don't think I'm going to do anything too crazy here. I think I need to go one higher, though. Let's go one higher. Let's start with red, and let's kind of just do a red and white, you know, standard, nothing crazy umbrella, right? Might as well. So, it's tough. I've seen a lot of different, like, designs for these umbrellas, but man, I don't know. They're tough. They're not an easy thing to build and kind of to get right. And I highly doubt that I am doing it right now because this is ugly. This is ugly. That's not the way it's supposed to look. That's not where these blocks are supposed to be. It looks like I'm gonna have to take a snooze though. Here, actually, we can do that and then steal this. Oh, yeah. No, come here. Hey, it's getting dark. Okay, block, get out of here. All right, I think I have beds in here. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Good. Don't have to run all the way back. I have not done much to, like, protect my area, to say the least, from bad guys. So, okay, there we go. That looks a little bit better. And then we can kind of just alternate on through. Keeping the red more or less in the corners. I did replace these with a wool carpet as well, just because I thought that it felt a little bit better. The trapdoors were just a little bit clunky in my opinion. So, but anyways, yeah, that's not a bad little umbrella, right? Like you get a little bit of protection. I could go one more out, but I think I'm going to leave it right there. You know, but the one thing, they always have like those extra supports and stuff like that. So we're going to keep it around like that, I think. And then over here, what did I need? I needed my sand. I forgot my sand back in the other place. That's indeed. I want to do so I was doing a lot of research about like trees in general. And yeah, just trees. And I'm a little torn, right? Because, I mean, the vibe here that I'm going with is kind of like a Fiji tropical island, but we have these icebergs in the distance. So I might just get rid of the icebergs because I don't feel that they really fit all that well. But I do love them at the same time. And I looked up like colder location, you know, beaches, not like iceberg level cold, obviously, but like, what does it look like in Iceland? You know, Greenland, is there a beach there? And what grows on the beaches? And it's pretty much nothing. So, or it's more complicated than it seems, in other words. So, but yeah, I kind of just decided that we're going to try our hand at just a little old palm tree here. I've never built a palm tree whatsoever in Minecraft, so I'm gonna try to get this trunk right, and then we will finish up the tree. So I mean, for the most part, from what I know with palm trees, I'm not sure I like the jaggedness of this at the moment, but they typically have a little bit of a larger trunk down here, into a little bit of a higher, you know, sometimes like if I'm going like a more of a outward palm tree here instead of more vertical one, you know, typically they would have, you know, maybe a little bit more of a middle section here, and I think that's what I'm kind of missing out on with this, and maybe that's the block that kind of did it. No, I think I gotta go like, let's see here. If I do this, and then I go like so. How's that? That's a little bit better, maybe? Let's try this and that. Trying to just get a feel for the overall shape. And of course, like, it's different from every angle that you see. Feels a little bulbousy there with that one now, right? So it's like a little, I don't know. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. Building other trees that are not, you know, natively in Minecraft is not an easy task in the slightest to kind of do. Yeah, okay. Okay. I don't mind it. It's not as out, but at least I like the up. Let's try putting on some leaves and stuff like that and kind of palm treeing out the leaves and see what that kind of looks like, I guess. Let's just do this so that we can get up easily. And then I think I gotta go one higher here to start with our leaves. So from there, I think what we're gonna do, let's see, let's go up 2, and then we can start to branch out from there, right? I mean, palm trees, they're a little bit tough in regards to the way that they work. With a lot of this stuff, with their leaves and everything, they're a little bit more unique because the leaves don't like being near, you know, the trunk. So we need to really kind of just bring this out as much as we possibly can right from the get-go. It's got a nice long top, and then we can go from there, right? Nope. Yep. There we go. Should I just... I didn't want to go down. It's fine. Yeah, we'll do this and this. And we'll just jump back in. I'll have to get that guy later. We're gonna have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to go get some scaffolding here. A little bit harder than I anticipated, not gonna lie. And, you know, doing it on camera too. Like, doing it live, not skipping away. I don't know if... I got them all. Okay, good. I think what I have to do is keep going with this a little bit. That's a good little start. Apparently I missed one over here, though. Got it. And then I think from here we need to start to, like, drop a bit, right? Now, I don't know how bushy I want this section to be, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of options there. I think though what we do is we flesh this out a little bit more at the top. I don't even know if I like that at the very top, but we'll see. And then maybe we just start to do like some of the leafy parts that start to come down a bit, like this. And then, of course, you fall in the water. That's the strategy. And then from there, you basically do, let's see. If we go like this and we go bam, 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 kind of like that. How is that looking for like a start? That's not bad. I think it needs to be a little bit thicker up top though. Just a little bit. I mean, leaves and vines and stuff like that are going to help anyways. But it's just some of these general starting out and strategy that and maybe it'll all tie together nicely here, as soon as I get this going, but we'll find out. Let's do this, kind of like make that a little bit bushier. Let's see how we're doing. Let's take a quick little back seat and take a look. Okay. It's It's not the worst looking palm tree in the world. What is that? Why does that look so out of place? Anyways, I'm going to keep playing with the tree because that's what we do. And once I get something kind of sort of completed, why is that like that? Once I get something completed, kind of sort of, then we can go from there. So I'm not hating it at all. I might still play around with it a little bit more. The leaves are looking decent anyways. And for the most part, I'm liking the beach. The beach is coming along kind of like a nice little private beach, as bad as it sounds. Which also means, like, some of the rest of this stuff, I got to kind of identify. I think over here is going to be my primary, like, beach. You know, like, every place has, like, a nice big beach, right? So I think that'll be probably what I do. I haven't officially decided, though, yet. But yeah, overall, I like the way that that is starting to look, right? We got a nice little setup here. We got a couple of villager huts. We got a nice little private beach for, you know, for them to kind of hang out at. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, the umbrella's okay, I guess. But overall, I like it. I wonder if adding some carpet to that would give some more, like, dimension. I might have to play around a little bit with the umbrella still, but overall, you know, for a rookie when it comes to beach stuff, because that is absolutely what I am, it's looking not too bad. I do also need to grow a birch tree here because I need a little bit of birch to try to see about, you know, getting some of that kind of that whiter wood to blend in with the sand. I'm thinking here, you know, over there on the private beach and some of that type of stuff where we can blend that in a little bit better. Other than that, I think that's basically where we're at today. I don't know if we're going to do too much else. I know it wasn't like crazy action-packed, or maybe not quite as crazy as the first episode, but we got a lot done. You know, I got a whole nother hut done. We worked a little bit along our boardwalk here. I do like, I'm kind of thinking that this is almost like hung garland style. So I'm liking that. I'm not sure if I should do anything else along here. Let me know what you guys think, if you do think that I should do something there to bring up the real estate. But I don't mind it also being airy, right? And I'm kind of visualizing, you know, sometimes in the tropic places, they have like a lattice or like vines type thing that hangs over top of some walkways that you can walk through. And yes, I'm literally living out my vacation because I can't go on vacation in Minecraft. That's exactly what's happening here, and I hope you guys can as well. So there we go. But other than that, I'm liking it. I'm liking overall everything that's going on here. So pretty happy so far. And we'll leave it at that. So again, slap that like button, subscribe, tell your friends. Let them know what we're building here. I need help with the resort. Let them know. We're going to need to hire workers soon, right? So yeah. Anyways, that's going to be it for me. Have a good one. Welcome to episode 2, ladies and gents. And we are here. Back on the island, back at the resort. Just wanted to do a couple of quick little notes here and updates and whatnot. Obviously, as you can see right there in the distance, all my iron golems have left the pen. No, that's not the update. I added another hut, and we're gonna finish this one up together a little bit here, and then go from there. But I also added a couple of villagers into one of the homes. You know, good little testing ground. I put in 2 librarians here. I might throw in a couple of bookshelves and things like that as we go on this to kind of really just jazz it up as a little bit more of a librarian friendly environment, if you know what I mean. But everything else is working pretty good, and they have not gotten out. That's the main thing I really wanted to test. So we are good on the fact that, yeah, they can't escape yet. Not yet, anyways. other than that, I wanted to kind of just, we're coming out here, I want to throw down a little bit of the vine action, you know, get just some subtle variations. This build here is slightly different, not by much, but very, very slightly, in terms of the fact that this one's a little bit larger, and there is a few other things that that kind of come into play with it. But yeah, one of those other things is it's got a back door. Hallelujah, a back door. I know, right? So creative, such excitement. But no, it is cool. I want to try to keep these pretty straightforward, but yeah, we got a back door on this one, and you know, it kind of comes out to this beach here, which I have in place, and I was kind of sitting there going, how can I make this more like this is a private resort residence, right? And these are some of the things that I'm trying to think up and trying to be like, okay, you know, what type of cabin are we looking at here? Or what type of, you know, building are we looking at here? Are we looking at a premium, like mucho dollar one? Or, you know, are we looking at a more standard, you know, kind of cabin, which might be this one? This one might be considered like a standard. Whereas this one, okay, it's a cabin with its own private beach, perhaps, right? So I was kind of thinking, yeah, what about a private little beach, right? And where, you know, we do a little bit of, you know, a terraforming, moving some land around and such, and kind of give them their own little oasis out here. And what does that mean? What does it look like? I thought they fixed that. Maybe not. Maybe they just fixed it with the buckets. I'm just too fast for Minecraft. But yeah, their own little private beach is kind of something that I wanted to look at and explore. So I think, I don't know how big we really need to go here, right? Like, I'm actually kind of thinking, what if we bring this beach, you know, in quotation marks, basically, kind of like cutting over to the edge like this, right? Something straightforward, nothing too crazy. I mean, we can always expand it more that way. And then the other thing is, this thing is pretty darn big. So, you know, I kind of like the idea of having a little bit of a smaller... Come here. Get back here. I'm gonna need like all the sand I can get, as much as possible, so so yeah, I think just shrinking it up a bit, adding a little bit of depth and detail is going to be pretty important. This one obviously has a pretty steep drop. Like there's no sandbar, there's no like walkway off of this thing. So these are some of the things that I definitely want to look at and consider when doing this sort of stuff, where, you know, like when you think of a beach, it's not like you're not walking directly into the ocean, right? You got a nice little, you know, little area, whether that's for the kids or you name it, to kind of walk off and play in their world, right? So, you know, I want to kind of make sure that we're getting that same general feel with some of these beaches. As yeah, just a cliff into the ocean, that's not really cool, right? So I think having a little bit of, you know, a little bit extra here, you know, we definitely don't want like too much of the seagrass, right? Like, you know, that's more of a, not really a feature on my beaches, if you know what I mean. We need good quality, clean beachfront property around here. We got to keep it together, keep a firm hold on the beautification landscape. But yeah, that feels a little bit better. This section here feels a little too sandbar-y, if you know what I mean. I want this to feel a little bit more natural, so I'll probably kind of touch this up a little bit. See what we can do for effects here. with terraformation. Just to kind of give it a little bit better of that natural, or a more natural feel and look, right? Because you have to remember, this would be almost like a sandbar situation, right? Where you got a sandbar coming in of, you know, different things to, you know, to form this more or less natural private beach that these guys are going to be able to utilize. So I'm pretty excited about all of this. The builds are going good. I used minecarts to move around the villagers because there's really not much better way, especially when you're going up and down things. But yeah, overall, I'm liking the look of things. I gotta go harvest some crops and whatnot. I got to, you know, kind of think up exactly what I'm going to do on the beach. What are some features that are going to be a part of that private beach? And then there's a lot more just general things to do around our boardwalk or our walkway here, right? As you can see, I don't have, you know, all the rail in. So, you know, that leads to potential problematic situations. But overall, I think we're coming along pretty nicely. I did start to incorporate in some stripped logs as well here and there, and I still haven't gotten any carpet, any wool yet, so I'll have to come back. Remind me if I keep forgetting this, feel free to say it down in the comments, and all that kind of stuff. One other quick note, if you are new to the channel, I am pretty active with my community on YouTube. I love comments. I like to hear what you guys are thinking, guys and gals, and whatever else. And, you know, I like to see and hear what you guys are thinking, your inputs on the videos, all that kind of stuff. So if you got them, feel free to let me know. And if you got some funky ideas or you liked something, slap it down there, and more than likely you'll get a nice little response. So anyways, I'm gonna do some more railing. I know, the super exciting stuff that you guys all want to be a part of. But I'm gonna do it a little bit off camera here, and we will get ready to design a beach. So I think I got enough thoughts in the old brain at this point. You know, we're not talking a big beach or anything like that yet for the resort, right? So, you know, one of the things, we definitely need a little bit of variation here. That's something I just thought up, right? Like, we need this to kind of, you know, actually, I might need to go with like a birch, right? You know, some more sun-stained, wood types or something here just to kind of finish this out. And then, you know, we're probably gonna have, you got the beach, you got nice little views and avenues and stuff like that. We'll probably just kind of go with like a couple, we'll go with three of those guys, you know, kind of like your beach loungers, nothing too crazy. I don't really know how to do, you know, much of a better style, if you know what I mean. But I do think that this, you know, do I want that there? Yeah, that's fine. And then I think what we need to do here is like some form of an umbrella or something, you know, just on the back side here to really just, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Some sort of an umbrella or whatever, just to really jazz up the place a little bit further. But other than that, I mean, that's kind of all I'm really looking for. You know, just some nice oceanside seating that we can kind of go with on this little patio. You know, I wish you could do something like a hammock. I haven't really seen one. I mean, if people know of a hammock design, maybe I'll be interested, right? Something like that could be pretty cool. And maybe we do like a little palm tree or something out here as well. I got to build up that umbrella first to kind of see where we're at in terms of the overall spacing that we may or may not have on the island there. So, oh boy, and there goes the inventory. Yeah, the inventory is a bit of a situation, I'm not gonna lie. Can we just do that? Yeah, that'll work great. That's all I really need. Okay. Anyways, let's throw these in there. Let's throw that in there. And yeah, now we get into the fundamental problem that we were just talking about before, is the wool. I do not have any animals. I thought there was a pig maybe somewhere, but I have no animals on this island. And that's a bit of a situation. That's a bit of a problem when you think about the whole grand scheme of everything, because I need resources. And, you know, probably want like a petting zoo or like some of the animals and stuff like that at least to be on display at the resort. I like the eco resorts for sake of a, you know, a word that's out there, you know, some that have some natural environment to them. So I have to go find some sheep, and I don't really know where any are. So yeah, away I go, I guess. The other thing that would be nice that I haven't seen yet is maybe some dark oak trees as well. So I don't think I've gone this direction all that far. So I'm gonna go straight up here, and once we find some sheep and such, maybe you'll jump back in and join me.